everyone, and welcome to Mat with Foam Roller. We're going to be spending the next 20 to 25 minutes or so rolling on our roller, balancing on our roller, and I think that covers it on our roller. So when you're ready, meet me on the mat. Oh, and laying on our roller. Duh. So laying, rolling, balancing. All right, let's go ahead and lay down. Make sure your head is fully supported. You don't want your head hanging off. And bring your arms down by your side. And you can close your eyes or focus in and just bring yourself to class. Let everything else go for now. And as best you can, let the foam roller support you and let all those muscles and areas around or on your back that aren't touching the roller, let them just gradually sink down. And then you can start doing some snow angels, just slowly moving your arms up towards the top of your mat and then move your arms down towards the bottom of your mat. Now with snow angels, these should feel good all over. If you have any kind of shoulder impingement or shoulder issue going on, don't push it. Just work in a good range for you. And I like to match my breathing up with these snow angels. As you exhale, reach your arms up towards the top of your mat. That's going to really engage these upper abdominal muscles, wake them up a little bit, and it will also give you a little bit of a deeper stretch through the front of your shoulders. And then inhale down by your side. Exhale up. Inhale down by your side. And notice if they're starting to get a little smoother, if you're able to go a little bit farther. And then find the place where you feel the best stretch and hold your arms there. Let your arms be as heavy as possible. Imagine they're just sinking into quicksand. And then turn your head from side to side. Notice if there's more range in one direction. And then leave your head to one side, so you're looking at that side of your room, and do more snow angels with the opposite arm. Leave that arm still, turn and look in the other direction, and do snow angels with that opposite arm. And let that arm be still. Turn and face the ceiling again, and then just bend both elbows. That's going to drag your arms into a W position. It's a little bit of an awkward stretch at first, but keep trying to draw those elbows in closer and closer to the foam roller. And then reach your arms up towards the top corners of the mat. And bend the elbows. And reach those arms long. Few more. And then next time those elbows are bent, hold your arms there. Again, just try to let those arms sink into the floor as best you can. And turn your head side to side. And then turn and look in one direction. Stay. That opposite arm, we're going to reach it long and then bend it back. So reach long, bend the elbow, pull that arm in. And let that arm be wherever it wants to be. Turn and face the other side of your room. And then lengthen the opposite arm out long towards the top of your mat. And then bend that elbow. Lengthen and bend. And then let that arm stay wherever it wants to be. Turn and face the ceiling again, and do just a few more snow angels. So straight arms all the way up, straight arms all the way down. And then take your hands to their shoulder for elbow circles. I want you to make the biggest circles you can possibly make. Bonus points if you can get your elbows to drag along on the floor. You can let those shoulder blades move wherever they move. And then reverse the direction. And reach your arms up nice and long towards the ceiling. Keep reaching them up, 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 up. You'll feel those shoulder blades come far off the log, the foam roller. So then what I want you to do is keep reaching. You're still actively reaching towards the ceiling. However, your shoulder blades are going to start reaching down towards the foam roller, trying to hug the roller. So your arms are reaching in two different directions. It's a lot of energy through your arms. Ready? Reach just up. And then reach up and reach down at the same time. Fingers, hands are reaching up, shoulder blades are reaching down. And again, just reach up. And then reach in both directions. Try that a few more times. So you'll notice as you're reaching up again, all the energy is just pouring out your arms. Your arms are like, I want to touch the ceiling. But when you activate those muscles so you're reaching up and down at the same time, just notice how much stronger and connected that feels. Keep reaching in both directions. So fingers reaching up, shoulder blades reaching down. And then as you exhale, reach your thumbs. So now we're reaching like in all directions. Reach your thumbs up towards the top of your mat. And then bring those arms back towards the ceiling. And exhale, reach your arms back. Good. Try that a few more times. Again, there's lots of stuff going on. This looks like a super simple movement, but there is a lot of work involved. Last one like this. Now, anytime we're reaching our arms like this in the next few exercises or so, just keep trying to work on maintaining that reach. The reach up and back, the reach down into the log. All right, one or two arms are gonna stay up, and lift your right leg up as well. So here, if you feel like you're super duper wobbly and you're just tensing in order to hold yourself up, please feel free to take one of your arms down to the floor to give you a little extra support, and you can choose whichever arm you want. All right, here we go. We're gonna reach back with our one or two arms and then tap that right foot down to the floor. And then pull everything back up to center. Don't just bring it back to center, pull it back. As if your center, your core is just sucking your arm and leg back to where they started. All right, take these as slow as you need to go in order to maintain all that reaching in your arms and your balance. A couple more on this side. All right, bring everything back to start, and then quickly and as gracefully as possible, switch your legs. Once again, if you need to bring one arm down to the floor, or even if you need to bring two arms, feel free to do so. And the side might feel very different than the other side. And then you're gonna reach one, two, or no arms back behind you, depending on where you're at. Try to match your breath up. So exhale as you're reaching, inhale as you're coming back to center. And one more. Come back to start and quickly switch legs again. All right, so we got our right leg in the air. And I want you to have at least your left arm in the air. Okay, your right arm can be in the air as well, or it can be down on the floor, but at least have your left arm up. As you're tapping that right foot down to the floor, I want you to open your left arm out to the side. And pull everything back into center. And reach back into center. Two more times like this. And the next time you come back to center, or come back to start, we're gonna gracefully switch the legs again. And then have at least your right arm in the air. Your left arm is optional. Open your right arm out to the side, tap that left foot down towards the floor. Pull everything back up. Two more. Go back to start. And switch legs. Right leg up, left foot on the floor. Have at least your right arm up. Left arm is now optional. Take your right arm out to the side, tap your right foot down. This is going to be way harder because both your right limbs are the unstable part. Whereas before we had the cross diagonal, so we had one unstable and one stable limb. Remember that left arm is optional. It can be on the floor if you need it. Last one here. All right, you guessed it. Let's switch legs. And now the right arm is optional. As you take that left arm out to the side, tap your left foot down. Ooh, I don't even know if I can do this side. Remember, falling off is okay. It's not that far to the floor. You just have to get back on. All right, last one on this side. Good. 1, 2, or no arms in the air, and we're going to switch back and forth between the legs. Really quiet your mind, quiet your focus. Sometimes it helps to pick a spot on your ceiling and just focus entirely on that as you try to do the movements in your legs. All right, both feet to the floor, both arms to the floor. And do a few snow angels up and down. All right, now bring your arms out to a T position. So they're out perpendicular from the foam roller. Lift one leg up and then the other. Now we're going to try to clap our hands together and stay balanced on the log. Ready, set, clap, and down. Clap and down. Try it a few times on your own. Remember, try to keep your focus really, really quiet. When you're done, both feet to the floor, both arms to the floor. Do a few more angels. All right, now scoot up towards the top of your log. You want to bring it so the edge of your log or the edge of your foam roller is right at your occiput. That's where your neck and skull meet. There's so many important muscle attachments in there, and they tend to get really, really tight in us. So I want you to use the edge of the roller to just massage those muscle insertions. So all you have to do is move your head. And you can go side to side. You can do half circles, full circles, whatever feels good. You can nod your head. And then scoot yourself back down. We're going to do some bridges. If you prefer to do the bridges just on the floor, that's fine. Roll off your log. Just put it off to the side for now. Some people just don't like the way it feels on their spine. All right, arms to your side. Palms up if you can. That's going to help open the chest up. And then as you exhale, rock your pelvis towards you. And slowly peel your spine up, reaching those hips up high towards the ceiling. And roll it down. Imagine Velcroing your spine onto the foam roller or the floor. And then slowly peel that Velcro off as you go up. We'll do a total of about 4 or 5 bridges. Just take your time. And wherever you're at, you can start finishing up. Once you have finished that bridge, then I want you to just roll yourself side to side. Almost like you're going to fall off, but then switch to the other direction. And then one of these times you can fall off. Just let the log pop out from underneath you. Settle yourself onto the mat and let your spine and your back sink deep into the mat, just like you're laying in quicksand. If you've ever laid in quicksand, let me know how it went. I've never seen it. All right, go ahead and roll to your side to sit on up. And we're going to take the roller now and roll out. Let's roll out our IT bands, or the sides of our legs. Now, this can sometimes feel pretty intense. You want to roll just from your hip bone, so the side of your hip, down to your knee. So just in that area. I would not suggest going over the knee into the lower leg at all. Think of this as a deep tissue massage. If it's a little bit too intense, you can always take your top foot in front of you. That's going to relieve a little bit of the weight, so it's not so deep. And then we have the other side. You can do this at whatever pace feels good in your body. All right, now this one should feel better. You're going to take your foam roller behind you. Take your foam roller behind you and then lay back so the back of your rib cage and your shoulder blades is supported by the foam roller. Take your hands behind your head. And then with your feet, you're just going to roll up and down in your upper back. And you can get all sorts of creative here. You could go into full extension. You can go up into a bridge. If you want to go in deeper, shift all your weight over to one side for a few rolls. And of course the other side. And when your back feels nice and rolled out, just place your tush down on the floor and roll yourself up to sitting. Thanks so much for joining me in my foam roller, and I'll see you next time. Bye.